Hi friends, welcome once again to my channel. You can make a difference. I'm sure you are experiencing more and more joy, more and more satisfaction by changing the lives of people, by bringing about some difference in the lives of people. And we must continue in our effort, make it possible every day, if possible, to make little difference in the lives of people. And as I have said, it doesn't take a huge thing, huge effort, small thing. Just for an example, I want to give you. If you is someone, a stranger, you can go out to him and just say hi, wish him good morning, good evening. I mean, simple thing. We are not called, my dear friends, I told you this earlier, we are not called to do great, big things, small things with a great love. That's what Mother Teresa said. Mother Teresa said, we are not called to do great things. We are called to do small things, but with a great love. And when you do anything with the right mind and right attitude for the right purpose, you will bring about change in the lives of people. For this today's episode, I like to share the story of Jesus. One day, Jesus and his companions, they were walking, coming back from somewhere. And probably Jesus was very tired and hungry. And so he saw from a distance a fig tree. And Jesus told the apostles, go to the fig tree, let us pluck some figs and eat. When he reached the tree, he found the tree was barren. There is no fruit at all. And Jesus cursed that tree. And later on, the apostles testified to that. The tree dried up. The moral, the message of this beautiful story is we must be productive. We must produce fruits in our life. A tree is known by the fruits it produces. And we should be also a manifestation of what we produce, what we are. And so I want to ask this question to my friends. Are you productive? What do you produce? Are you helpful? Are you generous? Are you charitable? This is how we become productive. When you learn to give, when you learn to share, when you embrace others, the needy, the poor, you become productive and you become useful. And so the fig tree, in the right season was not producing anything. And Jesus said, no, you do not deserve. And the tree dried up. And so, my dear friends, when we do not produce, we just become a burden. We become burden to others. It's only when you produce that we become meaningful, we become useful, and we become giving people. And so from the story of the fig tree, we have a lot to learn. And the number one lesson, as I told you, be productive. And ask yourself, examine yourself, how productive are you? What are you producing? What is your life today? Are you reaching out to people in need? Or rather, are you a selfish person, centered around all your small little world, and that's what you care for? Then we cannot be productive. We need to be productive. We need to move out of our own self, our own selfish self, our own selfishness, and we should find people to help, people to share our life with. Today, the poem that I have written is the story of a fig tree. The story. As I told you, there's a story. And I'm sharing this poem with you. I'm inviting you to look at the words of this poem. Find out those words, those lines, as I have told you every time. Look at these words. And that's how we will learn, we will read this poem. We will take this poem and make good result. We will make this poem very productive by allowing ourselves to bring about change, bring about transformation. We need to examine ourselves every day. We need to go deeper into our lives every day and to see where we are, what we are, and what we are doing in order to produce good fruits, good result. Remember, you are known from the results that you produce, as a tree is known from the fruits it produces. And therefore, let all of us become productive. Let us never stop becoming productive in the world, in our homes, or wherever you are. And before I conclude, once again, let me appeal to you, let me invite all of you to subscribe to my poem and invite your friends or relatives and make this our mission. You can make a difference. Thank you and God bless.
The story of a fig tree. He used parables to talk about his kingdom. They were clear and people could easily fathom. Jesus took them mostly from daily experience. People could relate as they saw their relevance. Parables had a powerful hidden message pertaining to his kingdom with profound knowledge. They made all his teachings very stimulative. Parables made his listeners very attentive. The parable of a fig tree Jesus would share. It had a hidden message the people would care. God is patient with his children who would stray. He gives them chances to come back to the way. The fig tree didn't produce fruits for 3 years. The master could not find any barriers. He ordered his servant to cut down the tree. It only cluttered all the ground, all would agree. The servant begged to keep it for another year. He promised to fertilize it with utmost care. The master agreed, and the tree stood on the ground until the following year when the fruits would be found. The master of the tree is God in the story, Jesus the servant in his Father's glory. He will always plead with God on our behalf. God's compassion and love we should never scoff.